Okay, I'm with Richard Ochs down here at the Meyerhoff. Now, Richard, what are you doing here tonight?
Well, I'm here to express my displeasure at the role of Colin Powell in getting us into the Iraq War with his mega lies.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you're referring to his testimony at the UN back in February of 2003, is that right?
That's correct, and his speech saying there's weapons of mass destruction, which was totally fallacious, as most of the world knows by now. And he has not apologized yet, unlike McNamara apologizing for his mistakes in Vietnam. We're still waiting for Colin Powell to repudiate his lies and to apologize to the world and to Iraqis and to the United States and everyone else.
I'm ready to take
I think right after that, of course, that was in February, and then they went to war in March.
That's right.
So there was a definite connection between his lies to the UN and to what happened.
Absolutely. He was the front man pushing the weapons of mass destruction line for war.
And they also brought up something there about British intelligence knew something about some kind of material that they could make weapons with. Is that correct?
Yeah, the uranium.
Uranium.
Yellow cake from Africa, which was also disproven by Claim and Wilson.
I made that one.
And that hasn't been settled yet either.
Now, Richard, are you here with any group tonight or just as an activist?
I'm here with the Pledge of Resistance.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Richard.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm with Chris. Now, give me your last name, Chris.
I hate to say it, it's Bush. But
Okay, but that's all right.
Yeah,
There's a beer named after Bush, so
yeah,
it
if it
can't
was
be that
spelled that
bad.
way, I wouldn't be so bad. But unfortunately, it's.
Now, what group are you with, Chris?
Well, I work with several groups. Iraqi for Baltimore, Trent City Greens. I interact with all kinds of different folks in different groups. I'm kind of at large and work with different groups as well.
Now, Chris, we're down at the Meyerhoff Center.
Right.
It's about 25 or 30 degrees.
That's chilly.
But you're out here, these others are out here protesting, and why are you here?
Show solidarity. Colin Powell speaking. He's complicit in this war in Iraq. Yeah, he's saying some better things now, but he's got a lot to account for, and there's almost 3,000 U.S. troops dead, partly as his responsibility, tens of thousands injured, and hundreds of thousands of Iraqis killed in a war that didn't have to happen. And we have to have some accountability. We're here to be a presence for that.
And I think it's fair to point out, I know a woman named Ann Wright. She was a colonel in the Army Reserve. She was a U.S. diplomat. She was at the State Department. And she resigned rather than go along with this war. So he had a choice too. He could have done that.
And what he should have done, and what the long-time honorable tradition for diplomats is, if they disagree with the policy, they resign. By him staying on, he stayed on all the way through 2004. Clearly he backed the policy, and he can't come out now and say, oh, well, you know, I had some misgivings, and yeah, well, you know what, you need to do more than that. You were complicit. You were partly responsible, along with the president and Rumsfeld and another gang of criminals up there for this war that's still going on and still claiming lies even today.
So we know it was based on lies. He was part of it. He's unrepentant.
Right.
And he's over here in Baltimore today. God knows what he's going to say,
right.
but he's probably not going to speak the truth.
It's even if he's now, I've read in the press where he's making some comments about not attacking Iran. Well, that's good, but you know what? We shouldn't have attacked Iraq either. And you should have known better, and you should have stood down. And now you've got some accountability, and you need to come out to the American people and confess to this is a crime. You know, and he really needs to come forward and say it, and I doubt very seriously he's going to say that tonight.
Okay, well, thanks a lot.
Sure, sure.